In less than a week, we're going to have a new administration or a continuation of what we've had over the last 4 years. Look, we all come at this with our own political viewpoint, but let me give you my take as a money runner concerned about a ballooning government that believes more federal spending is the answer to everything. Growth solves a lot of problems. So I'm interested in solutions that grow the pie, not how to divide up the pie differently. Now, both sides are making a lot of promises. It's an election, I get it. But the truth is that neither Trump or Harris will be able to keep all the promises they've made. However, there is one hard, inescapable truth. The United States has a spending problem. The interest we are paying on our debt is going parabolic. And if we don't do something about it over the next 10 years, we will be paying close to $13 trillion in just interest. Now, that's obviously unsustainable. Harris believes she can tax her way out. Trump wants to grow his way out. Let me give you my take. Capital is portable, and it moves to wherever it is treated best. You raise corporate taxes, and two things will happen. First, consumers will pay the tax in one way or another, and investment will start to move outside the U.S. Now, I look at the Trump team, and while I don't believe Elon can cut out $2 trillion in government waste, I think he can make a dent in it. There are over 400 federal agencies, and they all have two things in common. They have a budget, and they want a bigger budget next year. These agencies never die, and many live well beyond their life cycle, even when their mandate no longer exists. Let me give you an example. The Rural Electrification Administration was established in 1935 by FDR. Now, back then, the mandate made sense. They had to get electricity out to rural communities. And of course, later it was expanded to cover phone service. But trust me, every farm has a phone and electricity. So then they added broadband as a mandate. I say give it to the private sector. Let Elon blanket these farms with Starlink satellites. He'll do it quicker and for less money. Stop the mission creep. Like I said, these agencies never die. Now, I watched Elon's rocket land, and it was like watching a falling skyscraper and then catching it with chopsticks. If he can do that, I think cutting some fat out of Washington will be easy for him. Well, that's it for this week. If you want any more information about David Nelson and the Money Runner, go over to my Substack site, dcnelson123 at substack.com. I'm David Nelson, and this is The Money Runner.